go by the name of Toney Blanco, the GODMC. What I'm here to discuss today is my 2016 Mission Underground New York Team Backpack experience. Now, before I can get into that story, I'm gonna have to bring you back to even understand how I got to Team Backpack Mission New York. Most of 2015, I was incarcerated. And while incarcerated, I made a lot of goals for myself. You know, I started with the idea of I'm gonna write down my goals and check them off as I start accomplishing things to decide whether or not I'm moving in a positive direction and forward direction to get towards what my ultimate goals are. And one of my goals I set for myself was I would love to be on a Team Backpack Cypher. It starts with the audition tape, and you know you're waiting, the anxiety, you're waiting for that email back, you're waiting. And I'm waiting so long, thinking, damn, they ain't even hit me back. Maybe I wasn't good enough. Then I get this late email. It pops through my email finally. They say, maybe the other messages was going to spam, they don't know what was taking place, but they emailed me 3 to 4 times. And the date was coming near, and I needed to register. I was accepted, they liked me. So, you know, that was step one. And when we arrive, I look at the venue and I'm like, wow, this is different, man. This is something different. Mountain Dew was there. It's a bunch of rappers from everywhere. I believe they narrowed tens of thousands down to about 1,200. And I was one of those 1,200. They would then be narrowing down 1,200 to 12 individuals and 12 to 3. It's a real big gap. You know, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of anxiety for a lot of people, you know. So as an artist, one of the things I like to do as a rapper is just establish my presence and also get a feel for the other artists. So it's automatic. You know, when you see a cypher, you jump in that cypher.
Hey, yo, they want sympathy from the people. High vibes and open arms when I reach the heart. A lot of fuck niggas try to count me out. Nah, bro, like Jesus. Come in the place, dog. I was looking like Tyson before the rape case. I'm in the seeing my rap put the fight. My bottle brown like Michael before the video. Meaning the brainwashing, oversaturation of whack rappers that probably and your entourage dick riding. Better praise me like Zeus or I'll be forced to strike you. I'm the God MC. Niggas never should have been here in the first place. Now I gotta make him slide the crown like it's third base. I be shining, try to circle the nigga for them diamonds. Put the hit out, bet you the nigga home safe. Playing both sides of the ball. Loyalty was easy as take you business. But you a bitch, nigga. About to get your food in. I'm from both sides of the place. Yo, listen, fuck it. Niggas be talking, right? I let you get your shit off. And catch you mid-sentence, knock your motherfucking chin off, bitch. When I come through with them shooters, need paramedics to move you. Broken bone and torn ligaments make it hard for the mover. So ahead of these losers, it's like I'm back from the future. I came to body you, kid. Like I'm Bruce Willis and Looper. Getting fetty, you see these bitches, they be on it. Trying to squeeze the juice out my meat like George Foreman's. Let's split with tongues out, remind me. I am a gladiator, Spartacus, a recording. Wait, you take some Big J and Pop, Bone Thugs, and a hope from a vibe. Pretty Toney the Mac, Benny Blanco from Bronx. With a teaspoon of lighter fluid, a dash of the locks. You whip it up, let it simmer, then Toney Blanco you got. I am too solid, short of a cannibal. Crossbreed of a Jaguar and a T-Rex. These niggas is animals. Yo, that bullshit don't fly around here. It's reaper music, you might die around here. In fact, nigga, it's time for the massacre. Bullets hot as the equator in Africa. All opposers where we sleeping with mariners. You can stop with comparisons. Better yet, just keep my name out your larynx. At your sketch, I got him struck cause I'm clearing shit now. I'm the Zeus of the writing pad. I had bars a long time, changed my name to Tony Alcatraz. Damn, wolf, I blow your house back. About that, y'all been trying to catch a grizzly bear with a mouse trap. Niggas wonder where they spouse at. Fucking with the team, I just stuff them with the beef like it's Outback. Niggas thinking it's about rap. I love the sport, but now I do it with a vetty. I'm trying to count them.
After the ciphers, you know, I kind of established myself. People knew, yo, that dude could spit. Yo, that kid's nice. So I did that to establish the fact that when they hear my name and it's time for me to finally go up, I get these people that already know I'm nice to listen. But not only will they be listening, I've already established their crowd participation. As the line progresses and we get closer to being about to go on stage, I realize a lot of the other artists have a lot of anxiety. They're nervous. So, I'm back there ciphering up with people to loosen them up, things of that nature. But, as it got closer for me, I took a look at my phone, and what was there was a picture of me and my son. And that really is what set it off for me. That was my motivation to say, I'm doing this for June now. I gotta make it for him now. It's bigger than me. So that was my reason for going up there and doing my thing.
Hey, yo, it's Toney Blanco, the GODMC, representing New Haven, Connecticut. Let's do it. Look, yeah. Blind, yo, any beat is getting ripped, please believe it or not. Joe Rogan, come proof, bang 2 cans, that's Stone Cold. You got one nigga to stop? I keep going, chase my destiny. I couldn't bring it back like Kelly Rowland. Can't you didn't know the boy? I'ma help you get the picture, nigga. Black, I'm about to snap like a Polaroid. I hit the booth and transform like a Clark Kent. But all the nights we had no lights in the apartment. Like constipation, I was known for that hard shit. This is the story of an educated convict. I crack the shell, metal scramble your egg for the bread. My advice, play fast or be an omelet. Came in a lot so well, dog, if my arm slip, take a whiff, I bet it smell like an armpit. Dog, you can see the look on our faces. I broke the brainwash. I thought bigger pockets were greatest. Had me stressed out. I didn't even think I was naked. I feel like Kanye. Ask him, I did late registration. Wait, I made him hate the lovers. The game full of lollipops, a bunch of fucking suckers. That's why I'm that motherfucker. Blind.
After a performance like that, you think you got it in the bag. The judges is interested, they bobbing their heads, they making the faces, you got all this crowd participation. I walked out of there, head held high, had to get back to the town and get to the chicken, so I couldn't even stay for the after event, but I was real confident. At the very least, I was gonna make that top 12. I was confident. You show up the second day and the line is out the door. It's ridiculous. Why are they not letting us in? So everything is behind schedule, I'm assuming. I get word that bar battles might come to you spitting at least 6 verses. So a lot of dudes is running around, a lot of gagging. I'm already in my head figuring out what I'm gonna spit, when I'm gonna spit it, how I'm gonna spit it, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? If it came to that. So Jeff Turner gives a speech.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Never has the energy been more right here. I'm supposed to save my voice for my cipher, but I had to say a few words. There's going to be 2 ways that this goes after the next hour of your life as these winners are announced. It's kind of weird even saying winners when I'm looking at y'all. There's not winners and losers, dog. So you're either done. When you hear these people's names, and if they're not yours, which most of you, it's not going to be your name. When you hear those names, you're either done or you're not done. You're either gonna feel like you deserved it, and man, f this. These fools, I got harder bars. Well, you just might. But if you're not done, you're gonna embrace this experience for what it truly is and was. And you're gonna go home, back all around the world, and you're gonna pick up your pen one more time and put it down to that paper. One more time.
And you know the funny thing about that was, after they didn't call my name, even though he said there weren't no losers, that's exactly how I fucking felt. Like a loser. Yes, I had accomplished my goal of getting here, but I play hard. This is what I do. I want to be the best at this. So in a way, me not making it to the top 3 made me feel like I wasn't one of the best. I wasn't good enough. I need to work harder. And you know, I could have took it to heart and said, fuck them niggas. They don't know what they talking about. They don't recognize real talent, amongst a lot of other things that could have been said, but at the end of the day, that don't further my career. So what I do, we hopped back on the highway, we came back to town, and we shot the video for the future. Look out for that, coming off my mixtape, The Donation. So that was my Team Backpack Experience 2016. Blah.